Hello and welcome. Today I'll be discussing with you the Middle Eastern War. The main base of this war is Syria, but to completely understand this war, we're going to go straight to the start. This all started with the Arab Spring. The Arab Spring refers to the democratic uprisings that arose independently and spread across the Arab world in 2011. The movement originated in Tunisia in 2010 when a man set himself on fire in protest to the government. It quickly took hold in Egypt, Libya, Syria, Yemen, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, and Jordan. Though Syria is quite different from the rest. Unlike in the other countries where the protests soon ended and so did conflict, Syria's civil war was just beginning. Bashar al-Assad, the president of Syria, came into power when his father died in 2000. He made his people believe that he was going to be a different kind of leader. The people of Syria rejoiced in this fact. This all soon ended when Assad tightened the restrictions to freedom of speech, isolated the economy, and made it very clear that any sign of democratic rule was out of question. It took 12 years of Assad's repression to finally make the Syrian people rebel against him. They followed the example of people in Tunisia and Egypt. After a while of protests, the army responded with open fire, killing hundreds and arresting thousands. In response to this, armed rebels started to appear around the country, and all hope for a peaceful resolution died. A civil war sprung out between the rebels and the government, and within 18 months of this conflict, over 60,000 Syrians died. Two parties have debated over which side to choose. These two parties are America and Russia. Putin believes that the forces should fight under Assad, the president of Syria, since his army fights terrorism face to face, while Obama protested that the forces and suppliers should go for the Syrian Free Army, the army against Assad's rule. Obama believes that helping a tyrant who bombs innocent civilians to win is wrong. To help stop the catastrophe in Syria, the UN have constructed a 6-point plan, also named the Kofi Annan Syrian Peace Plan. 1. To be able to work alongside the envoy of Syrian-led political process, and to address the issues and concerns about the people of Syria. 2. All parties involved must continue to help end the armed violence in all forms, be committed to work, try to protect the citizens, and stabilize the country. 3. Supply assistance to all areas suffering. 4. Intensify the pace and scale of release of random detained people, especially who are vulnerable, in danger, and people who are involved with peaceful resolution. 5. Ensure that journalists have freedom of movement and non-discriminatory visa policies throughout the entire country. 6. Respect freedom of association and the right to be able to demonstrate that peacefully. Throughout this war, relationships have been quite fluid. This can be proven with the statement, "An enemy of my enemy is my friend." Some examples are, the US is against ISIS, who is also against Turkey, so US and Turkey are allies. Hezbollah is an enemy of Turkey, which Syria is a large enemy of. Therefore, these two countries are working together. Both Iran and USA hate ISIS, which has caused them to work together for the first time in history. Iran and the Syrian government hate the Free Syrian Army, so they are working together against it. Let's look at the Syrian government's relations. Seems like Syria doesn't have many friends on the field, but some friends of Syria are Iran, Iraq, Hezbollah, and Russia. Along with Russia, Iran has been Bashar al-Assad's most committed international backer, sending billions in aid to his beleaguered regime. Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki has offered both rhetorical and material support for Bashar al-Assad's government. Hezbollah members have been fighting in Syria on behalf of Bashar al-Assad's regime. But wait, didn't we say that America was helping Iran and Turkey? Turkey and Iran are fighting one another. This is where it can get very confusing. Although the relations have gotten so very complex that arch enemies in war are finding their interests aligned. In conclusion, with countless examples, we know that the phrase, "an enemy of my enemy is my friend," is completely true in this case, the Syrian conflict.